Welcome to Beit Al Maqdis International School Department, School Media Sector. From our great students, we will present to you our program today, which talks about our community during Corona.
In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, and praises be to God, the one whose mercy included all the pillars of heaven and earth. As for after, we grade 11 students located in Beit Al Maqdis School are pleased to present to you these interviews in which dispute the phenomena of COVID-19, which is widespread at the present time, and provide all the information that discuss this phenomenon.
Okay, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
What's your name?
My name is Brett Miles. Brett Miles Catalan.
Where are you from?
I'm from Philippines.
Okay. Today we will ask you some questions about COVID-19, how it affects you. Okay? So the first question, can you tell us how Corona affected you?
Come again, please.
How Corona affected your daily life?
Corona affected my life almost 90% of my daily life.
Yeah.
First of all, it's my social life, and then my working working duties. There's affects my work, my time, my health, because you need to be precautious for everything.
Yeah.
You need to be
So
any
you
sanitizer.
work for a long time, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So the next question, what extra steps do you take to face these problems? How you try to solve these problems?
This one is there's no cure for these problems, but the number one is we need to be precautions for every actions. We need to have social distancing, sanitize everything. You need to be safe for your health. You need to take healthy foods and your daily life. For that, exercise a little bit if you want. You should know
have
your
some-
limits. Yes.
Okay. So the third question, did the people respond well? How the people? Do you lose some people? Do you have? You lose some friends?
Yes. I know someone lose from this corona. Some of relatives. It saddened me because I'm here in other country, and then we are far from them. All my loved ones. It really affected me from emotional from them.
Yeah, you're emotional.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What's your name?
My name is Maad.
Where are you from?
I'm from Palestine.
Okay. Now we'll ask you some questions about how Corona affected your daily life. So the first question is speak about how Corona affected your life or services.
Well, actually, Corona affected everyone, not only like works and companies, affected like restaurants and the rest. So some like restaurants, many of the workers, they leave their jobs. And about the works and companies, they reduce the salary, and a lot of people also leave for vacation without taking any salary and like this.
So there's people lose their jobs, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question, how you try to solve these problems? How you solve the problems that faces you in Corona?
Well, actually, you have to take some cautious, you know. You have to wear the mask. You have to put the sanitizer. If you don't if you don't want to use the sanitizer, you can use the soap. And you have to make some distance between you and the other workers. No need to shake hands. So
These things affect you.
yeah, it might affect you and affect your family. So you have to make that distance.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Can you tell us how Corona affected your services?
Yeah, it's basically when we attending the customers here, we need to make a distance from the customers, and we have to very careful about this pandemic time. We have to always keep the gloves, masks, and the sanitizer in the shop. Whenever the customer is coming, we have to make a distance, like a 1 meter, 2 meter gap, so that we can attend more customers and safe from the corona.
Okay. What extra steps did you take to face this problem?
Extra steps, yani, if sometimes the customers like a baby coming, they don't know about these things, what is happening. they don't have a marks, they don't have anything, but we should have to tell them, inform them, so need to careful about the surrounding, whatever they are touching, just need to spray first, then after that we are giving the service to the basically.
Okay. Did the people respond well?
Yeah, it's basically people are responding here, especially in the Abu Dhabi or Dubai. Here, people are very educated and they are making their self by keeping is in this type of coronavirus from the safe. So, no need to worry about this time. You know, if basically coming like this, if it's affected with some peoples also. No need to worry about this one. You know, here the facilities is everything is good. So. But still we have to focus that we can make a distance and everything's from the customers, like if you are working in the city.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, how are you, sir?
Fine, good, alhamdulillah.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Abdur Rauf.
Where are you from?
I'm from Kerala. Yeah.
So we'll ask you some questions about how Corona affects your life. Can you speak?
Yes. Means is the corona affected our life in all means. From here in our country also everything like this. Means here it affected our job, it affected our daily routine, it affected our vacation, everything. This is big things. But alhamdulillah, we are staying in Emarat, it's very safe. The Emirati government is very helpful towards that one. Then now, every week we have the COVID test. Alhamdulillah, until now, me and our staff, very safe. But the situation is 1 year finished. We are starting the COVID. But it's COVID effective in our life in all means. It's the salary and the job condition, everything. Yeah.
Okay, there is some people lose their jobs, yeah?
Yes. Many people. Means here you take the 100 people, you interview, more than 70 people lost the job. Only 30 people percentages continues the job. Means is to be affected in the world economy. Things like that.
So the next question, how you face or you solve these problems?
Sorry?
How you solve these problems?
No, means now we can take continuous all precautions and the protocol. We follow that one, then we will save. At least each and every person wear the mask, keep the distance. We are safe.
And take
In the room, everywhere. In the room, in the public, everywhere. We wear the mask, we keep the distance. Alhamdulillah,
and
we will
use
save.
hygiene and
Yeah, everything, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
We try to help other one also.
Yeah.
If someone are not doing, please do like this. We give the advice.
Yeah.
Take the hygienic and sanitizing, everything like this. Means be clean or world is clean.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Can you tell us how Corona affects your services?
The COVID-19, this affected the entire life of all a human being all over the world, and mainly affected for the families. Like it's less contact everywhere. Everyone is like locked down, especially in the beginning of COVID-19. Less touch anywhere. Families contact is less, and yeah, mainly like you have to keep social distance everywhere you go. And even the families gathering is mostly become now via social media, not like by meetings as usual before. And yeah,
And it's affect your job and your work.
definitely it's affected all the works all over the world. And I'm an engineer and have impacted most of the projects, and it like mainly increased the cost of the labors, increase the areas required for the staff allocation, for labors distance, social distance. Yes, affected like in the costly and yes.
And what extra steps did you take to face this problem, the Corona problem?
يعني
Extra steps you do.
And as obvious, everyone has to wear the mask and social distance, keep away from everyone, less touch. Most of the times you have to be aware from the bacteria, and anything touchable has to be very carefully. And yeah, you have to protect your family, your parents, it's essential يعني, to be very careful. And
Yeah, it's
it's like teach everyone what's the meaning of being careful by touching anything which is unusual and not trusted. Yes.
yeah. And did the people respond well?
As I can see, like most of the countries maybe did not respond, but we can see in UAE if everyone have followed the regulations is issued like bi-weekly by the authorities, by UAE governments, and which is more very respectful to everyone in UAE and for the governments for respecting such rules and regulations and save lives يعني.
Yeah. And are you going to continue in the same way for coming months and years?
As everyone is like fully aware that even after the COVID-19 is finished, people will need time to get back to the normal life, which mostly would take minimum a year after the COVID is finished.
Okay. Finally, give us and people getting your service a pre-advice. Give a pre-advice.
Pre-advice. Protect yourself, protect your family, your parents, stay away from anything is not trusted. Such COVID-19, such disease, such pandemic is a good lesson learned for us, for our generation, and it's going to continue for all like upcoming generations. As we can see, like all over the world, lots of pandemics is coming. Like we become aware what does it mean. Disease is spreading all over the world. It's a new experience for everyone, especially for these generations. You have to be careful. You have to be very selective to the areas where you're going, very selective to the things you are touching. And yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
for-
All the best for you. Good luck.
Yeah.